here at the Friars Club with another well-known celebrity, a name that's been synonymous with the greats in show business, Abby Lane. Abby, what high school do you represent?
I hope you don't get angry at me, but I didn't go to high school in Brooklyn.
Where did you go?
I went in Manhattan.
Manhattan? Wait a minute. This is the New York Alumni
But I was
Association.
born in Brooklyn.
You're born in Brooklyn. What part of Brooklyn were you born?
I was born at Brooklyn Maternity Hospital, and I really don't know where it is. If it's still, my parents lived on Ocean Parkway.
Ocean Parkway. Well, it's a very swanky neighborhood. You know?
Well, they weren't that swanky, but they are dear people. We moved because my dad was in business in New Jersey, so we moved to Washington Heights.
Washington Heights.
And I grew up there.
And what junior high school did you go to before?
I went to high school. I went from grammar school to music and art, and from music and art to professional children's school.
I see. So what was the first day that you broke into show business technically?
When I was 4 years old.
4 years old. Now, was that as a singer or dancer?
Singer.
Singer. And you've had a great career in singing.
Yes.
What are some of the latest ventures for you?
Well, I've just written a book, and Brooklyn is very prominent in that book because I've written a novel based on my life.
Oh, is the book out yet?
No, it'll be out in January.
And who's the publisher?
Warner Books.
Warner Books, only one of the largest publishing firms in all of America.
And
so is it a kiss and tell book?
No, it is about my life, but it's a novel.
Oh, it's a novel. I see.
And I didn't have that kind of a life, but it's an interesting book. I'm very proud of it. I wrote it myself.
You wrote it yourself.
And I'm hard at work on a second book.
Well, you must have had a good agent with you, or you must have had a good editor at Warner Books.
Well, I have a great editor, Nancy Nyman, and also I had the idea for a long time, and obviously somewhere was lurking the ability to write it down.
Yeah. Well, I've always said that entertainers should be writers. Do you agree on that point, too?
Many of them are. Well, look how many entertainers do write. Sidney Poitier, Kirk Douglas, many.
But I mean, young people entering show business now, what advantage will they have over others in the competition? Show business is always competitive. But I always tell young people, if you can write, whether it's a song or a script, write, because that might give you the competitive edge sometimes.
It might. Well, a lot of the young singers are composers, too. I mean, the contemporary performers many of them compose their own music.
Have you been back to your high school in all these years?
No, but when I do the book tour, I will.
Oh, you're doing a book tour, 22-city book tour all over the United States.
How do you know it's 22 cities?
Well,
it is.
I happen to be in the book promotion business myself.
Well, then you know.
I know Warner Books, and Nancy's a great editor, and she's a great person.
Yes.
And you're with a great company. You're going to do very, very well. What are the chances of the book becoming a movie or a mini TV series?
I've already had 4 offers.
You've had 4 offers. You must have a very good agent, too.
Well, people are intrigued with the story because it takes place in an era that was very glamorous during the 50s and 60s.
Well, you know the old cliche, we write about what we know. Is that true?
Well, in this case, yes. My second book is about something I'm really not that familiar with, but I have a great imagination.
So you're doing your research. But the book that you did write, any chance that many people in show business will recognize themselves?
Some might, but it's really more of the story about the young girl. And it's not a kiss and tell book because I said I did not have that kind of life. No romances. I was married my whole life. My first husband and then my wonderful husband now. And but some will. Certain people are mentioned, but in a most favorable light.
Did you change the names a bit?
Yes.
Oh, you changed the name to protect the innocent like us. Well, here we are at the Friars Club with Abby Lane. And it's a pleasure having you with us.
Thank you so much.
Lots of good luck with the book.
Thank you so much.
What about a plug for the title?
But Where is Love?
But Where is Love? You know, that's a good title for a song.